Right, Big Phil on Sassman Reviews, and this is 5 Minute Combat Cook number 2. Have a butcher's at this, right? This is a monstrous piece of kit. It's a 1994 Porsche 993, but Betolaza's got his hands on it and made an absolute mockery out of everything he's ever done, right? Because this thing is insane. One of the first things you're going to notice about this is Porsche in the 993 never made a Targa. Have a look at that. Targeted right up to the eyeballs. An awesome addition with the roof that comes on or comes off. Now I've got the roof off today, and there's an obvious reason straight away. Look at the size of me and look at this car. This is an operation. Operation, get yourself in the car. I've got to semi-shuffle myself into this sort of position here, okay? If I can get some purchase on the floor and then get in one leg and then get the other in. And then I've got to try and get into the seat. But actually, once I'm here, it ain't too bad. Until I have to get out again. But I'll show you that when I've been for a bit of a blast in it, all right? Oh, it loves it, doesn't it? It absolutely loves it. Right, I'm going to stick my seatbelt on, and I'll see you lot in a minute. Okay, let's have a look at our Porsche 993 then. It was worked over by Betolaza in 1994. It's got a 3.8 tuned engine and a sports exhaust. It's a beautiful looking car, instantly recognisable. It's got that Targa shape, that wide body. People pay a lot of money for these. It's got a full nut and bolt restoration and a coilover suspension. A wide bodied look to it which absolutely sets it off. Number 4 off the peg by Betolaza, and he never made any more. 335 bhp. Look at that. So we got a 3.8 engine in here, but we got over 300 horses pulling the thing. It really is a mad bit of kit. But the maddest thing you're going to see today is me trying to get out of it, all right? I am not looking forward to this. I said they weren't to film this, all right, but we'll let you have it, all right? All right. It's like, you don't want to kick the dials in either, you know what I'm saying? So I have to get this far, and then I'll give myself a bit of that. That's the one. You look really cool in Portable News pulling that one off, I'll tell you. Yeah. Now you know I like my EDC, my everyday carry, and this piece of kit comes from Northern Ireland. A fella I met probably about a year ago. It's a torch, and you know I love my torches, and I don't go anywhere without a torch, whether it be night or daytime. Let's have a look at this here. Okay, here we go. Comes in a really nice little pouch, and as we go inside, this is really weighty, a really weighty piece of kit. There's so many uses for this, it's unbelievable. But the beam on it is absolutely, you can't really see from in here. The beam on it is tremendous. And if I just give you a little flash of it there, you can see that straight away. That is insane. That's a weapon in itself, okay? And that's one of the reasons I carry this. It's non-lethal, it's legal, and I can do a lot of things with this, okay? Okay, let's give it a quick, there you go, you've got the strobe, all right? So it's got a strobe on it as well. Now that, again, in a dark enclosed space, if you're being chased by somebody, causes confusion, you can get yourself out of the way rather quickly. Or if that's pointing at you, I can use it as a strike tool, can't I? Absolutely phenomenal piece of kit. Right, you can see by the very shape of it, straight away, the old G-clamp. I'm in, and I'm pulling things apart, I'm pulling hands off me, all that sort of stuff, and I can pinch and trap skin. An absolutely superb piece of kit. Comes with a little wire, you can keep that on without having to put it in its pouch. It's operated from the back as well, so there you go, I can operate it from the back as well as the side. So it's got 2 points that I can actually turn the thing on by. But the thing that really stands this torch out from any torch I've ever had before is the charging cable. Now this is the charging cable here. It goes into a normal USB. But the back of it, literally, see that? There you go, have a butcher's at that. Now, when that gets plugged in, there's a little LED inside here, and it'll either flash red or green. Red obviously if it needs some charge, green if it's done. A great piece of kit. Let's have a close up on the bezel as well. Because that bezel, seriously, you could strike someone with that bezel and they would let go. If I was to find any negatives at all with this product, I can find 2 straight off the bat. One is, within the pouch, there is nowhere for me to contain my charger. Okay, so that means I've got to find somewhere else to put that. And if I only had that on my belt, then this has got to go in my pocket and it's getting dragged. It's a pain. It's a pain. I want somewhere, this would fold up nice and small, it could possibly fit in the side, that would be good, alright? The other thing I don't like about these, and a lot of companies do this, alright, and they do it because they think it's quick to get it on and off your belt, alright? But that is not secure if I put that over my belt loop, alright? I want it over my belt loop or my belt to go through. Now I know this is backed up, but if you didn't spark and you did try and put it on that one, you could potentially lose this unnecessarily for being lazy. Let's talk bags, alright? Now, I never thought I'd ever in my lifetime get to the stage where I was doing a review on a handbag, alright? This isn't a handbag, it's a man bag. In fact, it's more than a man bag. This is an operational bag, alright? This is issued to personnel in special forces, alright? It's a resupply bag, is what its actual thing is called. That's denoted by the numbers of pouches. So as you can see, you could resupply your magazine pouches in these 3 nice ones, and you'd get quite a few in there. I think you'd get at least 12 magazines in the front of this, alright? That's a hefty amount of firepower going in there right away. Okay, at the side, you've got these nice little grenade pouches, alright? There we go, you can get one in there and one in there. There's the other one, which is awesome. You've also got a slightly longer one in here. This could be for your flashbangs or your smoke or something of that nature. You've also got a main body to this bag, alright? Which I like. There you go. There's up there. You can put endless amounts of stuff in there, whatever it was. Alright? You can also access this bit from outside. Okay, so what you can do is, if you can actually fight with this bag off, right? Because I'm going to show you in a minute how we can attach this. So you've got the main strap, which will go over my shoulder like so. But I could also put that around my leg, alright? So I've now got something which I could actually, if I was working in civilians, if somebody chucked this out the side of a car to me, I could actually work with this bag now straight away. I've got magazines, I've got smoke, I've got bangs, I've got light, I've got the whole lot, the whole kit and caboodle in a bag. But unfortunately those days are over for me now, so I just use it to cart my kit around with and put my everyday carrying. So when I pack this bag out, although I've still got my purpose for carrying it, unfortunately, it's not for what it used to be used for, but still a great piece of kit. So I thought I'd share that with you. You can get hold of these bags. A decent surplus shop will be able to provide you with one of these. I know there's a couple that might have them. If not, I'm afraid you're going to have friends in the butts. You're going to have to know someone who can get hold of one for you, alright, like I did. But there you go, a great piece of kit. Let's talk about resupply very quickly, okay? Because depending on what kind of operation you're going on, depends on what you want to take. Now, take for instance something like Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, we were going in, it was likely to be over very quickly, okay? And so therefore, the priority was to take a bundle of ammunition, alright? You're going in noisy, you're going in hard, you're going in heavy, alright? You can expect that you're going to get in a massive punch up the minute you touch the ground, alright? So, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, get as much ammunition in my bag, in my kit, in my pouches as I possibly can. Things like food can be found on the ground afterwards if you have to wait out there for longer than you planned. But don't forget, when you're doing something like a hostage rescue, the ideal scenario is you're in, you grab your hostages, you deal with the situation on the ground, and you get out. And that's exactly how it went in Sierra Leone. Now, tip that on its head and say to yourself, what happens if I go out for a longer operation and I need the food and I need the sustenance? Because that's when it becomes a different animal. Now, if I'm going out for a long time, I can assume that I don't want you to know that I'm there, okay? So therefore, I can now start thinking about putting a bit more food in and maybe taking a little bit of the ammunition out, all right? Because although I might still get in a heavy punch up, all right, I'm going to be cutting around, possibly behind enemy lines, thinking to myself, I need to survive. And if I can't feed myself and I haven't got enough water and food, I'm in a lot of trouble very quickly, and I have to come out and be resupplied by somebody, which takes up more time, more assets, this, that and the other. So you can see, dependent on what you're going to do, depends on what you're going to take. And all that sort of planning is paramount to Special Forces operators. I've got something else to show you. Check this little beauty coming in. Have a look at this, because this is a cool piece of kit. Come on, come to daddy. Here it comes. Come on, only it comes. Come on. Introducing to you Rovospy. Check this little beauty out. Right, so it works on Bluetooth. Wi-Fi, whatever you want to set it up on. It's an all-terrain vehicle, it'll go across anything. It's got night vision, all right? It's got cameras, it's got all sorts of stuff going on. It ain't just for kids. Trust me now when I say I'm going to torment Wendy with this, I really am, okay? I'm going to have a right laugh with this bit of kit. If you want one, the description, the price and all those bits and pieces, it's in the link at the bottom of this, at the bottom, just down there somewhere, there you go, have a look down there. Probably not the most robust thing in the world, all right? So don't get tormenting your dogs with it too much, especially if they're big dogs, because they'll have this ripped apart in seconds, all right? So be careful what you do with it, but as a sort of like bit of fun, round your back garden and possibly out in the field, it's all right. It's all right. We like it. It's a great bit of kit. Right, all this chatting about resupplies, I think I need a resupply myself. So we're going to go and have a butcher's in the kitchen, see what I can chuck together. It'll only be a 5-minute one, this I can tell you, because I am proper Hank Marvin. Right, okay, so where does the 5-minute combat cook come in this week? Well, it's combat because I'm home alone, alright? That's enough for a start to have me panicking. I've got to make my own dinner. Can I do it in 5 minutes? Let's have a butcher's, okay? I've got my phone set up ready to go. I'm going to click it on 5 minutes, there you go, can you see in there? 5 minutes. I'm going to see if I can turn an omelette out in the time it takes me to take 5 minutes off this clock. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing this. Here we go. I'm going to do a 4-egg omelette. 1, 2. There's 4 eggs gone in there. Okay, but before I start beating them up, what I really should have probably done is put some oil in here and started doing my vegetables. Alright, so there we go. A little bit of oil in there. Swirl that round, like so. I really am seriously just making this up as I go along this time, alright? I am not a chef in any way, shape or form. But that said, alright, when I left the army, I could probably, in terms of civilian cooking, do nothing. So you just apply a few basic principles to what you're doing and you should be alright. Right, in my omelette then, I'm going to have a few onions, which are already chopped up here, okay, and a couple of bits of tomato, which I'm going to smash down with my own fingers, because I can't be bothered to cook them, because I haven't got time. I don't know why Jamie Oliver gets so much press and attention around this stuff. I really don't. It's a bit of cooking in it, there you go. A bit of cooking. So, a little bit of salt in there. Here we go. These have started to cook now. So I'm going to turn all this stuff around. Okay. There we go. Eat your heart out. I probably should have chopped these down a little bit further before I started, but we don't care, alright? Cooking is what you make it. It's a blank canvas and you cook however you want to cook. This is not a non-stick pan at the bottom, so I can use metal on metal. It doesn't really matter. And all I'm doing is getting that to the stage where I reckon we're good to go. Right, I'm going to stick the eggs in there almost straight away, like so. Let's get this on. There we go, the basis of my omelette is taking shape already, and while it's in there, I'm going to grate a huck's load of cheese. Alright, weights and measures with Big Phil is P for plenty every time. Huck's load is something you'll hear lots of, alright? A huck's load basically means a handful of. Fairly simple, 4 eggs. Believe it or not, it's quite a few eggs, alright? And I remember doing this, I've done this in the desert before, on a smaller pan, on the hot engine block, alright? It does work. But you have that extra sort of heat coming down, which I haven't got today, alright? So here we go. It's taken a while for this to settle. This 5 minutes might be in jeopardy. What have we got left? Can't even see what we got left. We're not doing bad. We've got a minute left to turn this out. We've got a minute left. Here we go. So there's no more that can do for me. That can go in the sink. There we go. That can go in the sink. There we go. 5 minutes to make it and clean up. That ain't bad. The cheese can go away. The eggs can come over here and out the way. That piece of cheese can go where it belongs. That's alright. Here we go. Right. I've got a horrible feeling that this is not going to turn over in the next minute. We're just waiting for these eggs to cook. It's ridiculous. Come on, eggs. Come on, don't let me down. Here we go. It's starting to firm up. No, not a chance. There we go. Not a chance that we're going to get that done in 5 minutes. So there we go. Myth busted. You can't make an omelette in 5 minutes. Not a decent one anyway. Here we go then. We're slightly over. We're more probably in the region of 7 minutes. Alright. I've given it a good beating up. But there you go. I'm not into presentation or nothing like that. I have stuck it on the bottom of the pan a little bit, but we get all these nice little bits out of there. I love the burnt bits, they're really nice. And there we go, one times omelette. There we go. So it wasn't 5 minutes, it was closer to 7. But we've got an edible omelette, we've got a few vegetables in there, we've got a bit of cheese, and we've got 4 eggs. Not good. Not a problem. Happy days. One thing you will have noticed throughout the series so far is we have had incredible drone footage. And that's by no accident, I can tell you, because drones are cool. And what did I tell you right at the very beginning of this? This is the school of cool. So it would be wrong of me not to show you as many drones as possible. Now on this table right now, I've got like a plethora of all different types of drones, starting with these commercial ones here. We're going to look at commercial drones in not much more detail. This is a slightly older one, it's an up air, okay? But we've now got the Mavic Pros, all these ones that fold out, they're awesomely cool, all right? You can just twist them out, get them out there, all that sort of stuff. These are phone, you put your phone on these, okay? Slightly bigger, Mavic Pro, but then we move into a world of insanity, a world of madness, a world of flying at over 180, 190 miles an hour. We get into racing drones. That is the epiphany of drones. All right, here we go. So I've got a geezer I'm going to introduce to you in a minute, but I'm just going to run down these very quickly, okay? You've got these tiny whoops here. That's the sort of like entry package, as it were. These go inside. You see geezers racing these round inside the house. Insane, all right? Just another level. All cameraed up, all working off these joystick type things here. Right? I'm going to get a good old chat about these in a minute, okay? The next size up from those in, you've got these. Now these are indoor, stroke outdoor. Again, these things are reaching phenomenal speeds, and I'm going to speak to someone in a minute who can tell you all about it. And then, as if we don't go mad enough, you got this thing here. Now this is hand built, all right? When I introduce the guy in a minute, he's going to tell you all about this, right? But this thing is insane. We flashed it up earlier, it nearly knocked me off my feet. It's ridiculous, it is absolutely bonkers. And Sam, come on in son, we're going to talk all about these homemade drones today.
How you doing, Phil?
I'm all right, buddy. How are you? Right.
Yeah.
Straight into it then, mate. How did you get into the world of drones? What drove you to start flying these things?
I started with remote control cars since a very young age, and my friend introduced me to a racing drone about 5 years ago, more or less.
A racing drone? So you didn't sort of like go with the commercial stuff, or just go straight for the daddy-o?
Put the goggles on the first time, and I was hooked.
Let's start with the goggles. Yeah. I mean, are these off the shelf?
Yeah, they're off the shelf.
They're off the wall.
You can change the module here.
Okay.
So this is an Emergent RC rapid fire module. You just got it on there. It's got less lag and you get better video and stuff. But these are all analog. They're not digital. I
mean, you're going to see the footage that comes through these things, all right? And these are hooked up to your drones. Now, any of your drones here
can run on that.
Can run on this, right? So that's cool. So you personalise. This is all personalised, isn't it? Nobody can mess around with this stuff. You've got your own codes, your own bits and pieces. So we start. There's your headset. Give me a quick chat about your controller.
So I've got the TBS Tango 2.
The TBS Tango 2.
This is just released out on the market about a month ago. Excellent piece of kit.
What is so special about these? Cause to me it just looks like a...
It's closer to a PlayStation controller.
Okay.
You've got...
It does look a bit that way,
and
doesn't it?
It's completely portable. It's the only remote control on the market other than the Mavic, the DJI Mavic ones. You can pop them down and that down and put it in your case, and you don't have to worry that you're going to break something.
Okay, so that's mega turbo cool.
Fixed.
Those are fixed. So okay, but you did, and I did see that the old 3D printer out. He's made a little cover for his things there. Awesome kit, 3D printer. We'll have a look at one of those at some time when they're all. Talk me through these little babies.
Literally, you put your goggles on, slap a battery on it, and you can mess around indoors with the kids running around behind them. That won't hit you, won't do any damage.
No, okay.
Nothing.
All right, I'll take your word on that one.
They're quite quick, fun inside. Then you got to these ones that are called these are mega whoops.
Mega whoops.
Yeah.
So that's a tiny whoop. That's a mega whoop.
Big whoop, mega whoop.
Okay, all right.
These indoors, you've got to be very experienced to flying this indoors. You can fly indoors. I don't risk flying indoors because I've got a 2-year-old and I could have a finger off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Outdoors, they're good fun in parks. Kiddie parks, with the swings and they fly between them and all of that. Don't damage them, they last forever. Okay.
Are you supposed to have a licence with any of this gear?
You've got the weight issue. All of these, And I think the DJI, the new Mavic, the small one, you can fly more or less where you want.
Okay.
As long as you look after what you're doing.
Right, so when you get into the bigger stuff, the stuff that could be a menace to commercials, private, yeah, okay, all right, I got you.
You can't fly these literally. There's no license.
Have a quick chat about these. What are these? What you built this, didn't you?
This one I built. This one's semi-built and bought. So this has got the motors are changed, but the frame and the equipment it's got is ready built.
Okay.
This is an Immersion RC drone bought. I changed the motors so they're a bit more powerful.
Yeah.
This off the shelf does 150 kilometers per hour.
150 kilometers
with
per
a
hour.
battery and a GoPro on it.
With a right, so it's got its own camera.
Yeah, that's the FPV camera.
So that's the one it's got issues with.
That's the one I'm watching through the goggles.
But you've got no. I'm not having that. I'm having a proper camera on there. And which GoPro's that? Is that?
That's the GoPro 7.
Okay, so the footage you're going to get off this thing is going to be. We're going to show you some footage later. Because later on, I'll tell you all the cool stuff we're going to do with this. But I'm dying to have a go on this. So we're going to stick this on the roof and we're going to bang it up as high as we can get it in a minute. And it's going to go. I'm telling you, acceleration 0 to 60
seconds. Probably a couple of seconds if that. This one is a 6S drone.
Okay.
We'll fly this another day when you can, because I haven't bought the batteries for this one. This is 6S. This is a racing drone on steroids.
Okay, right. I've got you now, right? So during this series, I am planning to put you against the Porsche, the TVR. Yeah. I'll probably get a motorbike on the track at one stage. And there's a speedboat being lined up as we speak. Yeah. Do you think you can keep up and take me on with your drones?
With the small one, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you reckon so?
Yeah.
Right, we'll put a Euro?
Yep.
All right, we'll have a Euro on that. You witnessed that, Euro, all right? I'm not having that. I'm not having it that you can keep up with that TVR, let alone the Porsche, all right? So
it's going to be interesting.
We are going to have some proper fun with it. Right, for now, we'll strip all this lot down, put it away. Yep. We'll keep this one out, because I want to go upstairs before we go further and just show you a little sneak preview of what these things can do. It is insane, I promise you, all right? Okay, come with me. Let's do this. This is going to be fun, I'm telling you. Here we are. I've been waiting all day to do this, I really have. So, the drone we've got here, what is it?
This is a Voltex Immersion RC 230. It's called the Moho Immersion RC. You pre-buy it, this comes ready-made. I changed the motors on it because I wanted a bit more power. It does about 150 kilometers per hour, like we said before.
150.
Basically, the battery is 14.8 volts.
Yep.
It's a LiPo battery, so you've got to be really careful with these when you charge them and discharge them.
Okay, keep it out the swimming pool, that sort of stuff?
Yeah,
there you go, standard.
And we've got the GoPro 7 recording to record on air. Basically, we've got the HQ props. These are the spare decent props. And basically, yeah, that's it. Cool.
And all we're going to do with this now is we're going to send it skywards at rapid rate of knots. Do you reckon you can touch the clouds in that today?
Try.
We can try, and then we're going to bring it back down. It might land on the roof, it might land over there. But you're the man that can, I hope. Yeah. You've got no chance with the Porsche if you can't land on him, mate, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Right, let's go.
Let's go.
Right, this isn't like your shop-bought drone. As soon as this is turned on, it's got to go skywards. It's like the difference between an automatic car and a manual car, all right? There's nothing automatic about this. He controls it from the very off. So the minute it's on, he'll be whacking it that way. Yeah?
Yep, it's going on.
Right, cool.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, hopefully not in a puddle. No, it's okay.
He's in the car park.
It's alive.
That was insane, that really was. And so you're watching that the whole time?
Yeah, I've got it all on here. If you could put them on.
I will put it on a minute. I can see where you are in the car park. But mate, that was so cool.
And if we want to find it, I don't know if you hear it.
I can hear it from here,
It's
yeah.
beeping. You've got a buzzer.
Yeah.
So if it landed in bushes and stuff, you can find it.
I can hear it, yeah, no, I definitely can, yeah. Wow, that was phenomenal. The speed it went, the speed up was just
You weren't expecting
next
that.
level. No, I wasn't. No, I thought, yeah, here we go. But that went. No, that's brilliant. Okay, we'll take this lot back down then. We'll go and find the drone. Right, I'm just about to say goodbye to Sam, but before he goes, have a butcher's at his backpack. We'll cover that in a bit more detail next time we see him. But that's cool. Hey, off you go, Sean. All right. See you later, Sam. Cheers, buddy. Right, well, as you can see, I've got loads of toys to be getting on with. Lots of stuff to play with. There we go. Am I in there somewhere? Looking forward to doing loads more of this stuff, to be honest. There you go. Me watching you, watching me, watching you. Here we go. And back to me again. So anyway, by the time I progress from the baby stuff, he's got no chance of him catching me in that Porsche. Until next time, I'll see you all later on. All right? But for now, you can disappear. It's got me. I'm out of here.